Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel today. So on today's topic, I want to break down whether you should pull or no for the Thunderflare Dominion, which is Augusta's weapon. So as you can see here, this is the design, and truth to be told, a design of the weapon is so beautiful in my opinion that it have a on animation, if I'm not mistaken, that was shown during the live stream. So if you want to get some aesthetic weapon, of course, I will say go pull for it. But let's break down kit further to know what's the importance of this weapon to Augusta. So as you can see here, at a level 90, the attack will be 675. This is normally higher compared to other weapons. The crit rate is a bit lower compared to other weapons, which is only 12.1%. I think the main reason for her crit rate to be low is because of the echo sets and a kit. I think it have crit rate applied to it, so that's why they make the crit rate in the weapon a bit lower. So let's look at the abilities. So as you can see here, this is the ability of the weapon, Thunderblade's Eminence. So the weapon, it increases the attack by 12%, and whenever you cast your intro skill, it increases the heavy attack damage by 20%. So this is extremely beneficial for her because her kit revolves around heavy attack. If you haven't watched my another video on her kit background, I put a link in the description so you can watch the video. And then you come to this video again. So another thing to note is that Augusta is not only a DPS character, but she also provides shield for your characters. So whenever you obtain a shield, she will ignore 7.2% of the target defense for 7 seconds. This is good for certain bosses that have high defense to kill them faster, and it can stack up to 5 times. So it is total up to 35% defense reduction. This effect also can be triggered every 0.5 seconds. That means in 7 seconds you can trigger 0.5, 0.5, 0.5, a total of 5 times. So next, these are some of the essential material that you need, which is Wavebone Residue and the Whispering Core that can be pre-farmed before the weapon is being officially released. So as we can see here, I already explained the description of a weapon. So should you pull, of course, for any DPS character, their best in slot will be their signature weapon. But in Augusta's case, it's quite interesting because her weapon does have a new animation compared to other weapon if you equip with the broad blade from other champion signatures. So if you want some aesthetic and also extra damage and ignoring defense, then I think you should get the weapon. But if you don't want to invest in a signature weapon, what are the other options? In my opinion, Edge of Harvest is also one of the good weapon for her. This is Jinxi's weapon because it gives you an attribute of 12% bonus, and then whenever you use your resonance skill, it gives 24%. So as you know, Augusta's kit also means that you have to use a lot of resonance skill and resonance liberation. So if you don't have her signature weapon, or you don't want to pull for a signature weapon, then you can use Jinxi's signature weapon for her. So another weapon will be the Verdant Summit. Verdant Summit gives 12% attribute damage bonus, and as you all know, Augusta's skill revolves around heavy attack. So whenever you use your resonance liberation, your heavy attack damage bonus increase by 48%, because 24% times 2 equals to 48%. So this is another weapon that you can use if you don't want to pull for her signature weapon. What are the two other final 5-star weapon that you can use is that another one is the Wildfire Mark, which is Lupa's weapon. It gives you an attack of 12%, and whenever you perform your intro or resonance liberation, your resonance liberation will increase by 24%. Remember, Augusta's damage revolves around resonance liberation too. She deals a lot of damage from resonance liberation, so this weapon will be useful for her too. Another thing is, whenever you deal heavy attack damage, this effect also extends by 4%, but the other few parts of this weapon is not that useful because it increases fusion damage, whereas Augusta is an electro character. And finally, if you are really broke and you don't have any extra to pull for, then your final 5-star slot will be using the Lustrous Razor's weapon, which is the standard weapon. It will give you a 12.8% energy regen, and when you cast your resonance skill, your resonance liberation increase by 7% up to 3 times, equals to 21%. But this weapon is the final choice for you if you don't really have either Verdant Summit, Edge of Harvest, or Wildfire Mark. For me personally, if you ask will I pull for a weapon, of course I will try to pull for it. But if I don't get her, which weapon will I use? Either I will use Edge of Harvest or Verdant Summit, because these two weapons feels a bit useful compared to the Wildfire Mark. But Still, you can use Wildfire Mark II if you don't have Edge of Arbors or Burden Summit. So I hope the video was helpful for you guys to make a decision whether to pull for her signature weapon or not. If you like this video, please consider subscribing, and thank you for watching my video.